other end of that, Minnesota also won their game this week, so that puts both of us 14-2 on the season, and now we have a setup for probably the game of the season so far. Uh, Number one seed on the line, number one division champ on the line, and I just saw in the comments somebody said that the Eagles were ahead of us, man. Eagle fans, get out of here, man. No, we appreciate your comments, but do your research. No, we it is us and the Vikings for the number one seed. But anyway, what are your thoughts on the upcoming game for uh this game of the year preview?
No, I think my man was being semantical with me because I put that the Lions passed the Eagles, and he was just saying like, oh no, they didn't pass them because they were tied or whatever. And I mean, yeah, what it is, whatever. But as far as the game, yeah, like you said, man, it's for all the marbles. Sunday Night Football, last game of the year. Man, it's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be exciting. Minnesota is coming in hot. They're coming in hot, but the Lions have been hot all season. These are gonna be just two heavyweights. The Minnesota offense has not shown any signs of weakness, and neither has the Lions offense. So, man, it's gonna be a good game, man. I'm excited for it. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. You just hope that it's gonna come down to whose defense can make the play.
Yeah, man, I was seeing a lot of comparisons of Sam Darnold to Jared Goff. Jared Goff numbers are better than Sam Darnold's numbers, but not by much, man. Sam Darnold's having a hell of a season, but what would you think, man? If you were, I mean, I know you're a Lions fan, but just thinking unbiasedly, if you had to pick, based off this season, if you had to pick Sam Darnold or Jared Goff, what team would you? What quarterback would you think that would you have lead you to the Super Bowl?
It would be Jared Goff. We talked about Sam Darnold and Jordan Love last week, and I was just saying that if I had to take one of those quarterbacks to replace Jared Goff on this team right now in this moment in time, it would be Sam Darnold, and that is because they do have similar styles. Sam Darnold might be a little more mobile, only by a margin, a slight margin. He might be a little more mobile than Jared Goff, but as far as IQ, their play styles, we used to talk about how Jared Goff was hesitant to throw the deep ball, but this season he's definitely let it go on numerous occasions. And you might say the same thing for Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold might have had that same rap coming into the season, but he's got no problem getting it down there to Jordan Addison, down there to Justin Jefferson. He'll let the ball go. But I think the similarities is just they take what the defense gives them. They put pressure on the defense, and their ability to diagnose what the defense is giving them is but they're definitely both above average. So I think that's the similarities that people see in them.
Yeah, man. So I wasn't a Jared Goff fan when he first got here. He had a lot of flaws, but the thing with me, and I find myself defending Jared Goff this year from the things I used to condemn him of. You know what I'm saying? People say he's got a weak arm. People say he used to turn over the ball a lot. Keyword used to. And, he's not mobile. He can't get around. It's not him that's making the plays. It's the team around him. And no, to that point, yeah, to a certain extent. I've watched Jared Goff grow over these years, man, and I've watched him work on being better with holding onto the ball, not making turnovers like he used to. Um, he's worked on his chemistry with JMO. He threw a perfect deep ball the other day. You know, where we thought he didn't throw it, where we thought he didn't have an arm to throw. He's worked on that over the years. He makes better decisions. He used to be the check down king. He used to be the check down king. He wouldn't throw it. He was scared to throw it upfield. And every year I've seen him make an improvement and adjust and adapt and work on each flaw that he's had. And every year he's improved to it. To this year where he's come to the point where he's had multiple perfect games, multiple perfect QB ratings, one perfect game in general where he didn't throw an interception at all. So to that point, I've watched Jared Goff grow into a spectacular quarterback. Whereas Sam Darnold, I'm not knocking on him this year, but it seems like with Sam Darnold, it happened overnight, and I'm not sure that I trust that to be a sustainable thing. If you put pressure on Sam Darnold, we'll see what happens with that. But
The one thing,
go ahead.
real quick, the one thing I would push back on is I wouldn't say it happened overnight because Sam Darnold's been in the league for a little while now, and I mean he's been with amazing franchises like the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers, and and I think he had like one more stop in there, and now finally he's on a actual successful NFL franchise in the Minnesota Vikings. So this is the best team that he's had since he's been in the NFL, and even with the Panthers, he had like a slight like a little 6-game run where they were successful, but you know. It's just never been a successful franchise. Well, I shouldn't say the Panthers have never been one, but they just haven't had successful as of late. And so I just think that this is just the right place, right time, especially at this point in Sam Darnold's career. You know, like I said, he's been in the league for a while. He's seen a lot, and he's been around a lot of places. So this is by far the best receiving core he's ever had. So I'll be interested watching these watching these highlights though. I forgot that this was the game that like Minnesota came out and they turned the ball over like twice, and that let the Lions take a nice sizable lead. And I remember they came back and made it a game, but I'd be interested to see how that if that's a factor coming in Sunday.
It's definitely gonna have to be a factor. The way our defense is set up now, so we have a completely different defense than what we had at the beginning of the season. I feel like our defense was almost dominant at the beginning of the season, and as we lost Aiden Hutchinson and numerous other players, it became we moved from a dominant defense to opportunistic defense. So the key to our defense is getting those turnovers and making those stops in the red zone, because we're a bend don't break defense. We're not we gonna hold you to under what was it? We was holding teams to under 20 points all season at the beginning of the season. So, but we're not that anymore. Yeah, we're not that anymore. We need those opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been saying, we don't need them to stop a team all game. We just need them to stop a team in those key moments, and the turnovers are going to be those key moments. So, with the staff we got now, those turnovers are going to be key. I hope to see Kirby Joseph get another interception to put an exclamation mark on his lead in the interceptions in the league, and move forward, man. It's going to be a tough game because Minnesota doesn't have a slouch of a defense either, and I'm just hoping that Sam Darnold makes some mistakes, because he has made some mistakes in the in these past games, and a lot of these games that the Minnesota Vikings have been winning, some of them playing that bad. They other teams were just playing that bad. Real quick, I just wanted to say to my other point of Sam Darnold turning into this quarterback overnight. I didn't mean that he hadn't been in the league and he hadn't been getting this experience over the years. But this year, he's never had a season like he's had this year. Like he turned like last year with was he was with the Panthers last year, right? So with the Panthers last year, he may have had that stretch, but he's never had a season like this. And it seems like even at the beginning of the season when the Vikings drafted him, everybody was like, "Oh, Sam Darnold, they ain't gonna do nothing with Sam Darnold. Hurry up and get Sam Darnold. Hurry up and get JJ McCarthy healthy so we can get Sam Darnold out of here." And then the season started. He started playing amazing, and that's what I mean by overnight. So,
yeah, and all I was saying was that Adam Thielen and Deontay Johnson are not Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison.
yeah, I give it to you. Yeah, they are not that. They are not that.
Last thing I say about this game is, man, I'm just really unhappy that we will not have Carlton Davis.
Yeah. It's well. What's his status? What is his status, by the way? 6 weeks. So when are we expected to get him back?
I think NFC Championship game. I think it was what I heard. That was the best case scenario.
Okay. Okay, but on the other note, we may get to see Emmanuel Mosley. I'm not sure about this game, but for sure for the playoffs, get out there and get the chance to see what he can do. And Ennis Rayshaw is a ghost, man. I have heard nothing. I only hear like he may play. I hear whispers about this. I only hear whispers about him. Then I don't hear nothing else.
Yeah, Emmanuel Mosley, Ennis Rayshaw. Who's my man? Who's that defensive tackle? The defensive tackle he drafted. What's the defensive tackle?
Damn. His name, I know it, but his name just went out of my head.
Yeah. I feel like they always right there. I feel like they like this is like Baba Yaga, you know.
Oh no, you're not talking about my man this year. You're talking about Broderick Martin.
Broderick Martin, Emmanuel Mosley, and his Rayshaw. It's like Baba Yaga, like like what is that? Like, well, legend has it that this man can play football at a high level. and on the right day, he might show up, and you'll be amazed by what he can do. But
Detroit basketball.